What is up, Retro Maniacs? My name is Mike. His name's EP. His name's Joe. We're not here to give you one. We're not here to give you two. We're here to give you 3 cards you need for your retro PC. Okay, I'm going to give you my card. My card. I always put it on the wrong side.
Yep, wrong
there
side.
We go. The 1996 Stadium Club Mega Heroes, number MH9 of Deion Sanders. A baseball card of Deion. Look at that. It has a nice shine to it. I believe it's a kind of like a playoff style, the Tech Chrome kind of card. I was looking at it and I still couldn't exactly tell what it was because the Deion name is like shiny. So not exactly sure what the process was for it, but it's a beautiful looking card. Not expensive at all. These are part of a 10 card set. These were 1 in 48 in hobby. 1 in 24 packs in the home team advantage packs because, they did all that stuff in the 90s. 1 in 18 home team advantage jumbo packs, but it's like a $3 to $5 card. But I mean, just a really cool looking card. One of the greatest football players of all time. Let's be real. He wasn't that great of a baseball player, but anybody who can play pro baseball and football is amazing. Deion. That's my card.
That's an amazing card. I'm glad when you this example is a good example where I'm glad you have the card to show us because just trying to describe that to us, it'd be difficult. And so I love that you put the cards up here, obviously for everybody to see. But I mean that's a really cool card. I don't have any of those. Is that Deion is not the only person in that set? I wonder who else is in that. Is there a Griffey in that set? Because if there is, that's probably something I need to get. That's a really cool card. I love it.
Was there a 90s insert set that didn't?
I was going to say.
No.
I think he was in the pitcher sets too back then.
He is the John Kitna of baseball. Why wouldn't he be in that 90s set?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
I'm going to reserve all thoughts on Deion Sanders for a little bit later.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Sounds good. All righty, P. What do you have for us this week? Again,
well, I'm sad that I don't have a Deion Sanders card. Clearly, at this point, it's terrible. But I do have. I can go around to a random box or a random bag in my apartment right now and just find a random NBA card, and that is what I did today. And but anyhow, it is not a random play. It is random in some ways, but it's definitely not a player that is just a throwaway type of player.
It's like a beautiful mind for me right now. I'm like trying to follow
Charlie Day. Right. I have a 1994 Emotion, Akeem Olajuwon floored subset card, laying on the ground, trying to grab the ball.
Is that card wrong?
No. That's correct. He's laying on the ground trying to grab the ball, but yeah, it's a Akeem Olajuwon. Olajuwon, crazy good player. 12-time All-Star. I went down a bunch of stuff. 6-time All-NBA. He's one of 4 people in the NBA to get a quadruple double with blocks added to the normal points, rebounds, and assists. I do need to explain this one listing here. The price is $1.75, $1.99. It's a relatively cheap card. There was a couple PSA 10 auctions that sold for I think one sold for $10 at auction, one sold for $20. So I mean people are just selling them pretty cheap. But I saw this one listing. They had it listed for $142.44, a PSA 10. I'm going to tell you the title. I'm going to recite it word by word because it is a perfect example of some of these people on eBay. Don't buy this card, obviously. 1994 Emotion, Hakeem Olajuwon, Rockets foil insert, not an insert, eBay 1 of 1, okay, PSA 10, Gem Mint Low Pop. So somebody said, hey, AI, write a title, write an optimized eBay title for me for this, because I went to the description. I was like, whoa, if this is an eBay 101, I need to know the description. I need to know what it is about this card. There was no explanation. They just had eBay 101 in here with no explanation what it was. It is a relatively low pop with only 35 10s, but it's also Emotion. You could probably buy one raw and get a 10 yourself. Probably there's not a ton of them graded. It's pretty high quality stock. And but anyhow, $1.99, $1.75. Go get your own at that price. Don't pay $142.44.
You don't tell the people what to do, EP.
In this case, I'm telling you.
If they want to spend $100, don't yuck other people's yums. If they want to overpay for a PSA 10,
that's
eBay 101.
That's not yucking. That's just I'm just telling people to be smart.
Why'd you have to
all
rip
right.
on my eBay listing like that? Now I'm never gonna sell it. So, all joking aside, Hakeem Olajuwon, I'm gonna say it, best all-around big man that ever played in the NBA.
In an era in a big man era, like with
Yeah.
playing against Shaq and against David Robinson, against all these players, like, and he was the best one. Yeah,
So good, and I've always liked him. I love emotion sets. Such a great card. Just again, we go back to photography. How often, like, how cool is that card? There he is laying on the ground, and it's floored. Like, well done, well done. Bring back emotion.
Yes, 100%.
I I don't know basketball. I know Hakeem Olajuwon though, so there's for that. But yeah, that card, I thought you were holding it upside down, like, EP, come on, you gotta turn it. But then you explained the card. I'm like, that's freaking awesome. I love, maybe we talked about it on Wednesday, some really cool, fun cards. That's a cool, fun card. That's an interesting card. And bring it back. That's really cool.
All right, Joe. What do you have for us this week?
So I'm going to give a shout out to Chris Reinders on Twitter. I think we all might follow him. I know Mike and I do, but he had posted this card and I thought it was really freaking awesome. So he posted the set 1997 Topps Hall Bound, and I'm going to go with Deion Sanders. I know it's shocking. So I don't have the card, but I need this. Like, I don't need the Deion Sanders. There's some other cards that are really, really cool. I picked Deion Sanders because he just got the bag this week, man. Like, that's what was going through my head. This insert set, it's a die cut. I don't usually like Topps flagship type inserts. They usually are bland to me, kind of meh. This one is die. Like, this looks like it would be a Pacific card. It's got the foil. It's got the hollow look to it. And it's got the Hall of Fame cutout. Obviously you guys can see it here. These came one per box. So to get any player is like a case hit, right? Deion Sanders, you can get for less than like $8, which is crazy. And I looked at the checklist. Every single player they said was Hall bound. Guess what? Made the Hall of Fame. So Topps prophetic, as it were, with this set. And EP, this one's special for you. I was not going to use this card, but when I typed in Hall bound 1997 Sanders, another card came up. I'm not using it for 3 cards. Don't worry, Mike. This is not a second card. You can get a Barry Sanders of this for less than $15.
Really
crazy. Wow. So I went with Deion because he got the bag this week. I thought it'd be fun. And then Mike, you will see my face when you edit this video. As soon as you said Deion Sanders, I'm like,
I used the baseball card.
You did use a baseball one.
Totally different.
Totally different. Does not count. Yeah, exactly. But Deion Sanders, I mean, I'm surprised he stayed with Colorado. It's kind of cool that he did. We'll see what he does without his one son there. I believe his other son is still there. Turned out to be a pretty decent head coach. Before then, he was an all-pro Hall of Fame cornerback, and he dabbled in baseball. But yeah, I thought it was a cool card, and he was such a personality. Like, that was the thing about Deion, regardless of how he played on the field, and he played amazing, just such a personality that you just hated him. Like, he was a great villain. I was a Steelers fan. I remember the Super Bowl. He was such a great villain. Yeah, Deion Sanders, pretty awesome guy, just overall Renaissance man, if you will.
That's why it was kind of fun when he was on TV too, right? When he was one of the sportscasters, like, doing shows, like doing game stuff. And so yeah, Deion, obviously, great player. One of those players. If you guys remember from NFL Red Zone, but I believe he played offense and defense, right? Wasn't he one of
the?
He played both. Like, so I mean, like, just like he's it's like iconic, like legendary status among a lot of people, especially our age. Like that is the thing. Just one more quick thing on my card topically. Actually, we were pulling back the curtain. We record this on Sundays. On Saturday, the day before we record, was actually the anniversary of him getting the quadruple double. So like it's a little bit topical. I wanted to throw that in there, and I forgot about that. But yeah, Deion Sanders, an amazing player, and the Hall bound cards from Topps they're really really cool. like Epic said, like multiple. I think they've done multiple years, and they've always been really cool to see.
It's unusual to see a die cut like that out of a top set. I've said this in the past. I'm not a huge fan of the Topps insert sets. It looked like a Pacific card. When I saw Chris post that on his Twitter, I'm like, oh, that's got to be a Pacific card. There's no way that's a Topps card. But yeah, there it is.
Yeah, they're great cards. I've had a lot of those in my stack sales, and they're always a big seller. I've picked up a bunch, I think, from Card Show Kevin a while back too, that I sold in my one sale, and just. I mean, you
come
would
across
not,
Marino. If you come across Marino, pull it.
I don't have anything right now, so for football, but yeah, I mean, you look at those, you don't think at the base Topps insert,
right?
Right.
Maybe Finest I would buy, but yeah, I'm not seeing.
And how are they only
Topps.
like Barry Sanders has to be the most valuable, only $15? Like to me, that's why if I would have pulled that out as I was selling cards when I got back into it, I would have like, oh, I hit the jackpot. This has to be like $100.
Has to be $100, yeah.
Yeah, no, $15 for Barry and less than $8 for Dion. Come on now.
All right. Well, there you have it. Anything else you need to say about your Akeem Olajuwon card?
No, that was it. I got it all out.
If we have a show next week, he forgot anything. Yeah.
Well, you guys have a happy Friday because it is Friday.
It's
I don't
Friday.
care what he says. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Clearly, doesn't
He
even
works
remember
too much.
to
He
tell
doesn't
you
know
everything.
days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here. Catch you next week, guys.
Have a good weekend.
See ya.